What's up, Glads Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Player Signing Show presented by Lippes Mathias. I'm Guy Carenza, and tonight we're welcoming yet another Gladiator back to the squad. We have a returning player on deck to join us here in just a moment. But before we do, we'd like to extend a big welcome to everybody who is returning to the show. Happy to see you back. And for everybody who is new here, let me tell you how it works. So tonight, we have a new Gladiator joining the team for the 2025-26 season. But right now, you don't know who he is, and you're about to find out in a moment. So once you see the big reveal and you see who's coming back, make sure you drop a question for him in the live chat, and we'll get to that in the second part of the show. We've had questions hockey related and non-hockey related on this show. So give it your best shot and ask our newest Gladiator what is on his mind. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. This is the 13th edition of the Player Signing Show, and we've seen forwards come in, we've seen defensemen come in, and towards the end of last time's show on Tuesday, mentioned I think it might be time that we talked about a defenseman, and that's exactly who we have on deck tonight. Entering his third full season as a professional, we have a left shot defenseman standing at 5'11", 180 pounds, coming all the way from New Jersey. Last season, in 49 games with the Gladiators, he had 4 goals, 15 assists for 19 points on the year. That's a career year for our newest Gladiator. It is my honor to bring in Anthony Firriolo. Thank you for joining the show tonight.
Thanks, Guy. Appreciate it.
Well, it's been awesome to have you here tonight, and sounds like you've had a pretty big summer, so tell me about it.
Yeah, so I actually got married this summer on July 13th, so pretty exciting. Yeah, it's been really enjoyable. Had a nice honeymoon. Also enjoyed some of my buddies' weddings this summer too. So it's been a pretty eventful summer this year. Also just been training and prepping for the season coming up here. So just enjoying a little bit of summer while we have it until we get back into Atlanta.
Well, congratulations on getting married. That's super awesome to hear, and we're happy to have you back here in Atlanta. So just tell me, what are you looking forward to the most for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously was there last year. I really enjoyed it, enjoyed the guys, enjoyed the culture, the rink, everything about it, the fans. It was a tremendous experience. Also being in the South is pretty enjoyable as well. But overall, just super excited to kind of get back with the guys, kind of come in this year to a hot start, hopefully, have a good training camp, and then just leading the city into the beginning of the season with a couple wins and just kind of go from there. So just really excited to be back with the guys. Excited for this year.
And you're entering your third full season as a professional. You made your debut with Jacksonville coming out of Army not too long ago, it seems. So tell me, what do you think is the biggest lesson or biggest takeaway that you have had from your career so far since you first started with the Icemen back in 2023?
Yeah, it was a pretty unique experience. I mean, just being able to play that first pro game, just getting a feel for what it's like, the energy, the nerves, the jitters. It's all fun at the end of the day, and this is what we live to do, right? So I was pretty excited. And the biggest thing I would say I noticed was definitely everything was a little like a second faster, whether it's moving the puck, the decision making, whether for a defenseman breaking out the puck, getting a shot through from the point. You just notice the little things. Also, just the player development and just the guys you're playing with are just a step ahead. So just like any league as you move up. And then obviously that 72 game season coming from college, playing 30, 35 games, and then going to 72 games, just taking care of your body, having a 3-and-3 on a weekend. You don't have that in college. So just kind of knowing how to mentally prepare for that, and also just taking care of your body, recovering, doing the things you need to do off the ice so that you're prepared every night. And by that last 15 to 10 games, you're not burning out and hopefully make a push for playoffs. So,
and you've been on a handful of different teams so far in your career. How would you say the style of play in the South Division differs from maybe some of the other divisions around the league?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the South is just about where everyone wants to be. So I think maybe it's biased, but I think the South Division is one of the better divisions in the league. So just the level of players that are in the division, just the talent, the knowledge that's down here is pretty tremendous. So it's just every game, every night's a battle. Your first place team and whoever's in last in the beginning of the season can just completely change by the end of it. So it's really tight knit. Even playoffs last year, I know we were like less than 2 or 3 games away from making it. So it's a hard fought night every night. Guys are just battling every night, and I think that's the one thing about the South that is pretty recognizable. So.
Well, we're happy to have you back this season. And for those of you who are just joining the show, Anthony Firriolo is re-signed with the Gladiators for the 2025-26 season. And now's your chance to see him play. Get your single game tickets now. Atlanta Gladiators opening weekend is October 18th and 19th. We're taking on the Utah Grizzlies right here at Gas South Arena. So make sure you get your tickets before they are gone. And you might as well just lock in the whole season at this point, or at least a good portion of it, with a season ticket package. Full season, 18-game, 12-game, and that new Crumble 7-game pack. We got a lot of good stuff for you in store this season. So make sure you check it out. Call 770-497-5100 for more information. And someone on our great ticketing staff will get you taken care of. And we hope to see you at a Gladiators game this season. Anthony, before you joined the ECHL and before you joined the Gladiators, you were playing college hockey at Army, which to me is one of the best programs that a guy can go to. I've heard really good things about Army. So tell me about your time there and how that kind of influenced you on the ice and off the ice.
Yeah, so it's kind of a crazy story. So during juniors, I actually got recruited to go there. I grew up about an hour and a half from campus. I knew a little bit about it, knew some things about the school, knew how prestigious it was, but there's definitely a lot that comes with going there. And so for me, I was kind of on the fence, didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then went on a visit there, spoke with Coach Riley and Coach McKelvey. And it's hard to turn a place down like that, just seeing what it has to offer, the people that have came from there, the connections and networking that comes from going to a school like that was pretty surreal. And for me, it was hard to turn something down like that. And at the end of the day, whether for me, hockey lives for another 10 years or was done after college, life continues on, and just kind of set myself up best for what life after hockey looks like. So I felt like that was the perfect place for me. But just overall, the experience there, it's a lot of ups and downs. It's a roller coaster, just about. You spend a lot of time with the guys, your classmates every day, having good days, having bad days, but just being able to kind of take it day by day and just say, okay, got through today. Then the next day, and then it's a week, then it's a month. Next thing you know, it's a year. And then next thing you know, you're walking across that stage. So overall, just time management was a huge thing, just being able to balance hockey, military, academics. It was pretty regimented there, and just everything about your everyday life just changes from what it normally was, whether it's waking up every morning and making your bed and just getting up and just getting into a routine. So I think just outside of life, that just kind of helped me, taking the things like getting up in the morning, getting a routine, figuring out what in life is important and how to balance that with the other things going on in your life, and just the whole leadership aspect and just being a good person, and just obviously the whole aspect of giving back to your country was pretty unreal. And now seeing a bunch of my buddies right now and classmates doing it is it's pretty impressive. So just the whole experience was, again, pretty surreal, and I enjoyed it. Looking back on it now, I don't know if I'd want to go back through the 47-month journey again, but it was I would do it all over again if I had to.
Well, what's incredible is you go through all that, you're balancing all this stuff. I mean, hockey, your commitment there, I mean, all these different things, and yet you go out your last 2 years and you lead all defensemen in scoring. You're named to the All-Second team. You're the captain your senior year. And I think that is a testament to that time management and all that work that you put in. And then this last year, you come out here with the Gladiators after a trade with Toledo, and you put it together a career best year in terms of offensive production. So tell me how you did it. How did you come out there and find a way to get that done? And then what does the next step look for you in the next step of the evolution of your game this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, just being at school, I think the biggest thing was just kind of getting acclimated, right? I mean, freshman year, just watched a couple games from the stands in the beginning, kind of learned from the guys that were in front of me, and then just kind of working every day, whether it's after practice, spending some extra time on the ice, whether it's watching videos with the coaches, or just kind of watching video on my games, right? And just kind of seeing where I can be better as a player. And I think going into my junior and senior year, just being an older guy, being a leader on the team, just kind of having to take charge and do what the guys ahead of me did for me. And I think just finding what I did well and just becoming even better at it. And so for me, I think my game, I bring a lot of offense, while still obviously focusing on the defensive component of the game, but just being able to jump in the rush, be a kind of a fourth forward, create offense and create opportunities for us to score goals. So essentially this year, just looking to kind of do the same thing, obviously, but elevate my game a little bit, whether it's bringing more offense to the team or essentially just shutting down defensively as well, just kind of being a 200-foot player at the end of the day. So.
And how are you able to stay consistent with that? Just to find that perfect balance of, offense and defense, knowing when to chip in offensively and maybe knowing when to hold back. Is that something that just comes with time, or how do you practice that?
Yeah, I think obviously that comes with time and experience. But I think the biggest thing is just knowing what time and what part of a game you're in, right? So if you're up a goal 4-3 with 5 minutes left in the game, probably being a little more reserved on the back end, staying back, trying to protect from the opposing team from scoring a goal. Now, if we're down 4-3 with 5 minutes left, probably taking a little bit more of a risk, jumping into the play, trying to create offense so we can score and head into overtime. But that just comes with experience playing the game. We've all been there where we try to do a little too much, try to do a little too little, and just playing the game, a lot of experience, just kind of feeling out, knowing what the best time to be a little more offensive is and being a little more reserved. So.
Well, I mean, you certainly know when to do it. I'm going to play some of the tape right now. You scored four goals last season. What stands out to me is, one, I like the way you pinch up here, but look at that shot, man. Like, you've got a really nice shot, as we're going to see in a couple of these other goals here, like this one right here. So tell me what goes into that. What goes into your training to kind of just get that big booming slap shot?
Yeah, I think overall, just like if you see in that goal there, just trying to get a puck through the net, guys crashing the net, so you never know what can happen. Again, late in the period there, just trying to funnel a puck through, got 3 forwards crashing the net, win an ozone draw. Overall, as you can see, the component here is just getting pucks to the net, getting through traffic, shooting through a screen. You just never know what's going to go in, right? And you can't score if you don't shoot the puck. So that's kind of how I look at it.
And is that something you're looking to do a little bit more this year, is just maybe take more chances, take more shots from the back end?
Yeah, 100%. I think just trying to find a lane, getting a quick shot off, trying to underhandle the puck a bit. But essentially, we have our forward group is pretty tremendous, and they're going to be all around the net this year. So just getting a puck low to high and just getting it through traffic and getting it in the net, whether it goes in or not, the forwards are going to go to work. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it on the ice. And for you Glads fans, we want to see you there. Again, single game tickets are on sale, and I want to see you repping one of these cool hats. So we've got this new headwear pre-order going on right now. Make sure you get this hat before it even drops. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now, but these are some of my favorites. I like that old one on top with that old color scheme right there, but I also really like that blue one down there on the bottom, that snapback. I think that's really clean, and I think I might have to pick that up myself. So you can get that right now, and we can have it ready for you this upcoming season. You can have it for opening nights, and so make sure you check that out, because you want to be repping Glad's colors at Gas South Arena when you see guys like Anthony Firriolo play. And Anthony, you grew up in New Jersey. Tell me how you got into hockey and what eventually led you to going to Army and then eventually to the ECHL.
Yeah, so I've been playing hockey since I was 4 years old. My dad coached for a little bit while I was growing up, so I think that's what got me into it. But ever since I could remember, I was just on the ice playing hockey, whether it was in the street with my brother or on the ice with buddies and teams that I grew up playing with. So definitely been in my life for the entirety of my life. But yeah, I mean, just kind of that led to playing youth hockey with the Jersey Hitmen, which then led to me going to play juniors in the OJHL for a year up in Kingston, Ontario, and then 2 years in the NAL, which then led me to Army. So for 4 years. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it was kind of iffy about it at first, didn't really know what to expect, but just going on a visit there, spending time talking to the coaches, talking to guys that have also played there that I knew. I mean, it's hard to say anything bad about that place, right? So it was all good feedback, all good stuff. And then getting the opportunity to play professional hockey was tremendous. So really fortunate for the opportunity. And yeah, I'm just really, this game's given me a lot, so I'm really appreciative of it.
Well, we're happy to have you back here in Atlanta. I know the community's back. Happy to have you back too. I'll ask you, what are some causes within the community that are important to you, and what are you looking to do this upcoming season in regards to that?
Yeah, I think definitely giving back to veterans and people who have served our country is big for me. Obviously, coming from West Point Military Academy, just trying to do everything I can give back to the community, especially veterans, whether it's spend some time at the VA home or just spending some time just, I don't know, on my off days, just going and spending time with veterans. But one of the big things I wanted to do this year was set aside 4 tickets for every home game to give veterans an experience that they might have had before with hockey, bring them back into a game that they once loved, or bring them into an experience that they never experienced before. So for me, I think being able to give back to veterans and people that have done a lot for this country is the least I can do. So I want to set aside 4 tickets for every home game. I'm in the process working with our president, Jared, right now on the logistics, but being able to bring in a family or a couple of veterans for a game, be able to watch the game, experience the operations behind it all, and then potentially afterwards coming down, being able to see the locker room, see the facility a little bit, and then maybe leaving with a signed puck or some sort of merchandise afterwards. I think is something I really want to try and do, and I think would be for me make myself feel really good about giving back to those, especially the veterans.
No, I love that. That's such an awesome cause, and I think that's an excellent idea. And you were kind of talking to me about that before this show. You got some awesome ideas for that coming up, so I'm excited to see it all come together, and I think that's a really good way to give back. So, really looking forward to it. Now we're into the second portion of the show, which means it's time to turn it over to you, the fans, and your questions for Anthony Firriolo. And we're happy to see everybody back who has been with us before. And for those of you who are new and do not know how this works, now is your chance to ask Anthony a question. We've got some that are hockey related in the past. We've had some that are kind of riddle-ish, talking to you, Joe Mama. And we've just got a bunch of other fun questions. So the night is still young, and we're getting to it right now. So let me dig down here and get into the chat. You guys are very talkative these days, which is good. I like it, but it takes me some time to find the actual questions here. So let's take a look here. And everybody's happy to have you back, Anthony. And so is the president, the guy you just talked about before. He's happy to see you.
Thank you, Jared. I'm happy to be back.
You're getting a lot of congratulations as newlyweds, you and your wife here. So, again, another big congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And away we go. We'll start with Penn Campbell. Let's get Penn's perspective. And Penn, I did get to see some of your videos from last season. I'm looking to bring that back again here. I want to see your perspective from this season. First question comes from Penn. What are you most excited about this season?
Again, like I mentioned before, just being back with the guys, just being back in Atlanta, the fan base, the boosters, everybody that kind of helps the operation be what it is. One of the cool things I'm looking forward to is I know we got a pretty cool trip going to Utah this year. I haven't been out that way. So I think that'll be fun. I'm pretty sure it's earlier in the year. I might be wrong, but it'd be good to kind of get the guys going, get them together, little bonding trip. So super excited for that.
Yeah, some clarification on that for you. We've got Utah home and away this year. So Utah comes here for opening night, and then we will go to Utah on December 10th, 12th, and 13th. So mark your calendar. And I am from Utah, and so is Jared. We can vouch for it. It is an awesome place to be. I think you're going to love it.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that trip. So
Paige Turner asks, who was your best friend on the team last season?
Oh, I had a couple of those guys. I got to give credit to Jackson Pearson and Ryan Cranford. They kind of drove me around a lot last year, but I got super close with those guys. I was pretty close with Derek Topatich as well, Zach Yoder. We had a pretty tight-knit group overall, so we were pretty fortunate. All the boys were super close, but I don't know. I got to give some credit to Pearson and Cranny because they drove me around a bit, so appreciate those two guys.
Question from Susan. She says, hi, Anthony. Where did you meet your wife?
So I met my wife when I was in high school. We were really good friends. growing up. I think we tried to date at some point, but I don't know if it worked out because of the whole hockey schedule. But yeah, met her when I was in high school, stayed friends for a bit. I actually asked her to send me letters when I was when I was going through boot camp at school, but she didn't. So
Oh,
it's all right. We rekindled the fire when I was going into my junior year at school, and met up for a drink when she was in town, and the rest was history. So
wow. Awesome story. Always cool to find out how people meet. Next question comes from Richard Elmore. Do you lace the right or left skate first?
oh, Richard, I'm not gonna lie, it's just depends on the day. I know some people have superstitions on doing the left or the right first, but for me, I just kind of whatever skate I grab first. So
It's just random.
yeah, just random.
It's a
No,
common
no science behind it.
No shame in that. Question here from Karen coming up next. So here in the Player Signing Show, this is the 13th edition. We've got guys coming up. We've got guys that we have already announced. But to you and what you know, this roster has added scoring up front, toughness on the back end. What excites you the most about this group that we're building for next season?
Yeah, I mean, overall, just obviously with Ginner coming in as the head coach, I know he's looking to build a pretty heavy and skilled team. Super excited just for the guys coming back, and I've seen a lot of the talent we've signed, whether it's up front or on the back end. So I'm excited to see those new guys come in and just continue to just grow as a team, as an organization, and just overall just super excited to get the season going. Itching right now. So
I can't wait either. And it's coming up quick, October 18th. It's just a stone's throw away at this point. So it'll be here before we know it. I mentioned before that there might be some riddles tonight, and
okay.
here is the culprit behind those. Joe Mama asks, is it possible to stand backwards on a staircase?
Oh wow. I guess not, because you're either going down or you're going up, right? So I guess you can stand sideways, but I don't know if you can stand backwards. Maybe
Yeah,
if there's a wall at the end of the staircase. I don't know.
yeah, it's putting my critical thinking to the test, and right now I don't know if I'm built for that. So good question, Joe, but I think you've got us stumped. Christy Elmore asks, who on the roster do you work best with? So who's the roster that you feel like you really clicked with last season?
Yeah, I mean, I think Topatic for sure. I mean, I played with him a majority of the year last year. I think we have pretty similar games, offensive minded. He's had a lot of experience at the pro level, so kind of just following his footsteps, and just kind of as a player, he did a lot of produced a lot in this league and in other leagues as well. So kind of just us playing together really bounced off of him. He bounced off me as well, and I think I'd say for sure that was probably one of the guys I worked best with on the roster on the back end.
The president has a question for you. What is your favorite memory from playing hockey?
I would say probably my first pro hockey game. Either that or my first college hockey game, for sure. I think, or even an Air Force Army hockey game was my first one of those was pretty surreal. We went into a 10-person shootout and ended up winning, so that was a really cool experience as well. But I think, I don't know, my first pro hockey game was pretty unreal, and I think that's something I'll always remember forever.
Tell me more about that. What do you remember from that night?
I remember I left school, headed down to Jack's. Got there, we were playing in Greenville, so didn't end up playing that night, and then played my first game. I think it was against Orlando when I was in Jackson, or no, it was Savannah. Played Savannah when I was in Jacksonville, at Jacksonville, and just kind of remember, just went through the same routine as always, but just super excited. I was struggling to take a pregame nap, just was like, had the jitters and nerves, everything kind of going, and then got out there for warm-ups, and I just everything just kind of went dark, and just looking in the crowd, just everything about the whole experience of playing pro hockey. So, I mean, I don't know, it's a feeling that not many people get in their lives, but I was very fortunate of it. So
Did you get the rookie lap there?
I did. I think so. I'm pretty sure I did one. So it was pretty cool too. So
What's it like when they give you the rookie lap? I mean, you see it happen all the time. You see it happen in the NHL. I mean, you see
yeah,
it at all different levels. What's it like going out there and just realizing you're taking a lap by yourself for your
yeah,
first
it's
game?
kind of awkward at first, but I think you just kind of bury your head. Just hopefully the first shot on net hits the net, so you don't look bad. But overall, just kind of looking in the stands, really embracing it all. It's pretty. It's again pretty surreal and something that I'll always remember. So,
Oh, it's really cool. Stadium Arena asks, who is your favorite Ottawa Senators player?
oh, go Brady Kachuk. He impressed me during Five Nations. A good leader, hard nosed player. So definitely, I would say probably Brady Kachuk.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. It's a good guy
Yeah,
to monitor your game after.
yeah.
Definitely a bit of a pest, as some would call him.
Mm-hmm.
Tough guy to play against. Do you feel like you're one of those guys where, you can be a thorn in someone's side and really kind of just get
Yeah,
under their
I
skin?
mean, I try to be, but I think some other guys are better at it than I am. We have a couple guys. I know Jarvy's a pretty good at that as well. Just hard nosed defenseman, just always kind of in your back pocket, giving it to you. So, yeah, I would say there's times I am for sure. So,
You a big chirper at all? You throwing some chirps around on the ice, or you leave that up to other guys?
I do, I do. I
Yeah,
have my fair share. We'll keep those for on the ice though. So,
yeah, that's a good thought. Next question here comes from Purple Chimera. What team are you most looking forward to playing against this season?
um, I would say going to Utah, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be pretty exciting. I have a couple of buddies also on Adirondack, so playing them will be pretty cool. Again, I got a couple of buddies on Jacksonville as well, so playing them again will be pretty cool as well. So I'd say those are probably the three teams I'm looking forward to playing the most.
Awesome. Yeah, Adirondack coming here around Valentine's Day. That'll be the teddy bear toss game, and also Love on the Ice. Might see some guys getting married on the ice. 24 weddings on ice.
Yeah,
People of our staff that might be doing it.
there we go. There we
So,
go.
well, no, I mean, you just tied the knot, so maybe give them a little bit of encouragement there.
Yeah, we'll have some people take after me, hopefully. So,
Next question comes from Joe Mama. If you clean a vacuum cleaner, are you the vacuum cleaner?
oh wow. It's a good question. I would say I'm the cleaner of the vacuum, maybe change some words around. But yeah, I guess essentially, yeah. I would
I
say
would
so.
agree.
I would think so, yeah.
All right, I think we got past that one. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
we get past the Sphinx. Next question comes from Peach Fuzz 27. Taylor Swift or Led Zeppelin? Which one are you picking?
Probably Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. What kind of music are you into?
I kind of like house, EDM,
Okay.
some country here and there, but yeah, house EDM is probably more of my realm for sure.
Awesome. Another question from Penn Campbell. What is your favorite restaurant in Jacksonville on the road trips?
Oh,
I guess you spent time
uh,
in Jacksonville, so you could probably say a little bit more about this than.
yeah, I was only there for I wasn't there for that long towards the end of the year, so I don't know. We went to this one good restaurant. I forget. Actually, we went to this pretty good hibachi place. I don't know the name of it, but it was actually really good, cheap too. So it was pretty nice. But yeah, it was hibachi and sushi. I remember. I'm a big fan of those. So yeah, I like those for sure.
You can't beat good hibachi.
No, you
Tough to pass that up.
can't.
Another question from Jared Youngman. What are you doing on the bus to pass time?
I'm a big Schnarps player. It's a card game. Had a couple wins this year, so definitely looking to increase the win column a little bit this upcoming year for sure. But definitely playing some Schnarps for sure, especially on the road trip back. So
Yeah, keep those wins coming.
hopefully.
Fuzzy asks, from the tri-state, who do you cheer for? Rangers, Devils, or the Islanders?
Oh, growing up, I've always been a Rangers fan. My wife actually cheers for the Devils, so we have a little bit of a feud in the house. So, um, just both Rangers and Devils, let's just say.
House divided at this point?
Yeah, I grew up as a Rangers fan. I do appreciate the Devils because being from Jersey, it's hard not to root for a Jersey team. So yeah, I would say I don't know, either one I cheer for. So if they're playing each other, maybe I just won't watch the game.
What's your favorite Italian food?
Definitely good penne and vodka with chicken for sure. That's been my go-to. Chicken parm you can't beat. But I've been really into the penne and vodka with chicken for sure.
Another question from Susan. Do you spend more time playing hockey, eating, sleeping, or taking showers?
I don't know. I take a lot of showers. I like to sleep, and I do eat a lot, and I do play a lot of hockey. But maybe I'll give that one. I do like to eat a lot. I do. I get hungry a lot, especially at night. I'm a big like picker at night. It'd be like 11 o'clock. I'll go down for some goodies and maybe treat myself. So
going for a midnight snack.
Yeah.
What are you picking then? Like, lights are up. Like you got to get something to satisfy the hunger.
Oh, it depends. If I'm like hungry, like a good slice of pizza, if it's in the fridge, maybe some like pizza rolls if I'm feeling crazy, some mozzarella sticks. But I don't know, like a good sleeve of Oreos is a good treat for sure.
There you go.
Or cookies I've been big on. So
all right. Well, I think our friends over at the Booster Club might have you covered then. You just gave them a lot of really good ideas. So they'll take care of you.
Yeah,
and this question comes from Fuzzy. Potluck favorite?
Oh. You gotta help me out here.
I don't know if I can. I've never experienced one of the Booster Club potlucks. Honestly, man, I think it might be asking you shall receive with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Taking a lot of notes here over some guys' favorite foods. So
I'm trying to think. The buffalo chicken dip for sure. Is pretty or the Swedish meatballs a couple times. Those have been really good. It's hard to remember because I feel like I'm just like so tired after the game. I'm just eating whatever, it tastes so good. So
yeah, it's been a while. Been a busy summer for you. It's easy to forget.
Yeah. No.
Got time for just a few more. Peach Fuzz 27 with another one. Which division rival fires you up the most? So they're on the schedule. You circle it.
It's hard because I think if we're fighting for whether it's a first, second, third, or fourth spot, which is a playoff spot, I think those definitely fire us up the most. Just because we're just trying to climb the ladder and the standings. But it's gonna be hard. Probably, I would say Savannah. It's a pretty cool barn to play in. Whether they're coming to us or we're going to them, it's always a little bit of a chippier game. But I would say that Orlando too as well. So
looking forward to seeing him on the schedule. Another question from Jared Youngman. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh, I don't know. I've had some pretty good Hawaiian slices of pizza before, but being an Italian guy, coming from an Italian family, I'm going to have to say no.
I agree with you. I like that answer. Next one comes from Susan. Beach or mountains?
Definitely the beach. Really enjoy the beach. Yeah, I'm not a big mountains guy. Love the beach. Grew up on the beach my whole life, being at the Jersey Shore a lot. So really enjoy it.
That's fair. Although I will tell you that Utah trip, once you see those mountains, that might change your mind.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
Last question comes from Joe Mama. Got another riddle for us to end the night. Is cereal a soup?
No. I don't. I mean, you can argue it is. I don't think so. Cereal.
All right. You heard it here first. Anthony Firriolo says cereal is not a soup. And he is re-signed with the Gladiators for this upcoming season. Anthony, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. Really looking forward to seeing you back out on the ice this season.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guy. I really appreciate it.
Looking forward to see you. Have a good night.
Yep, you as well.
Well, there you have it. Anthony Firriolo is back with the Gladiators this season. He's the 13th Gladiator to have confirmed to have signed with the club this season. Last season with the Gladiators, he had 4 goals and 15 assists for 19 points in 49 games. And that was a career year offensively for Firriolo. And I think this year, I think it's only upwards for the defenseman. I think this year could be a breakout year for Firriolo. Matt Ginn, was speaking to him, seemed very excited to see what Firriolo can do with the Gladiators in a full season. He was acquired in a trade with the Toledo Walleye in December of last year, played 2 games with Toledo, and then spent the rest of the year with the Gladiators. And so I think in a full 72-game slate, I think this could be his year to really expand on a nice season from last year. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. And again, you can too. Single game tickets are on sale. Make sure you go to atlantagladiators.com and check that out. And while you're there, stop at the merch. Go to our team store. Check out this One Battle merch. $15 t-shirts, $25 flags. My goodness, get that for opening night. I mean, ride into battle with us, the Gladiators, and look sharp doing it. Make sure you go check that out. I'm going to get my One Battle merch. So might as well just get along with me. We can match. Check that out. One Battle, baby. I'm fired up for this upcoming season, and you should be too. Anthony Firriolo is back, and next week, you're going to like the sound of this. I've got 3, yes, a triple-decker on deck for you. 3 player signings next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you smash that like button on this video and subscribe to the Atlanta Gladiators YouTube channel. And stick with me next week to find out who the next Gladiators joining the squad are. As for me tonight, I'm going to say good night and so long. But if you need a little bit more Gladiators in your life, follow us on social media. We're on X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course, YouTube. So go give us a like and a follow and spend some time this weekend checking out all of our great social media content. I'm going to step away and say good night, and I'll see you back again right here on Tuesday at 6 o'clock p.m. for the next edition of the Player Signing Show, presented by Lippes Mathias, attorneys at law.